Today, we're diving into a really foundational story. It's an ancient tale that tries to explain one of the biggest, most fundamental mysteries about us as people. It's got everything: incredible ambition, a clash with divine power, and the one moment that, well, supposedly changed our world forever.
Seriously, have you ever stopped to think about it? Why is it that you and I can understand each other perfectly, but someone just across the border might as well be speaking another language entirely? Well, an ancient story from the book of Genesis has a powerful and really dramatic explanation for why that is.
To even begin to understand how we got so divided, we have to rewind. We have to go way, way back to the beginning, to a time when, according to this story, all of humanity was truly one.
I mean, just try to imagine that. A world with only one language, a single common speech for everyone. The story starts here, with this idea of a deep, seamless unity. It wasn't just about words. Everyone understood each other's purpose and their goals. No language barriers at all.
So, these united people, they're on the move, journeying together, and eventually they find what seems like the perfect spot to put down roots, a plain in a land called Shinar. And it's right here that they decide to do something unprecedented.
Yeah, they'd found a home, and their shared purpose quickly focused on a single, absolutely monumental project. They weren't just going to build a city, no. They were going to build a tower that would reach all the way to the heavens.
And you know, this wasn't some primitive, thrown-together effort. These people were innovators. The text makes a point of saying they made bricks and baked them thoroughly, using tar for mortar. For the time, this was high-tech stuff. It was a coordinated, almost industrial-scale project designed to create something that would last forever. So if you break down their plan, it was just incredibly ambitious. First, develop the technology, these super durable bricks. Second, build an entire city to act as a center of human power. Third, the tower itself, this incredible monument reaching for the sky. And the fourth step, well, that was the ultimate goal, to make a name for themselves, to create a legacy that could never be erased. And right here, this is where we see the real motivation, their deep-seated fear. The whole project wasn't just about glory. It was about security. They truly believed this city, this tower, would anchor them. It would keep them together and prevent them from being scattered, which was the one thing they feared most.
But a grand project like this huge monument to human unity and power, it doesn't go unnoticed. It got the attention of a higher power, and the story is about to take a very, very dramatic turn. You could almost feel the tension building in this moment, can't you? This isn't just a casual glance from up high. The text specifically says the Lord came down to see what was going on. That kind of direct observation, well, it pretty much signals that a judgment is on its way.
And here it is. This is the heart of the divine concern. It's not really about how tall the tower is physically. It's about what it represents, the trajectory of human ambition. It's a worry about hubris, right? The idea that if humanity is perfectly united, with flawless communication, well, their potential would be absolutely limitless, and maybe, just maybe, that's a dangerous thing. So this really brings us to the core conflict of the whole story. On one side, you've got humanity's goal, using their unity to get famous, to consolidate their power. And on the other side, you have the divine concern, the potential danger of humanity's ambition running wild, completely unchecked.
And so, this is the response. It's not to just destroy the tower with fire or a flood. No, the solution is much more elegant in a way. It's to dismantle the very foundation of their power, their shared language. The idea is to break the one tool that made their ambition possible to begin with.
So this divine intervention had consequences that were immediate, they were absolute, and they would basically reshape human civilization forever. This was it, the Great Scattering.
And the effect is instantaneous. The text uses this simple, stark phrase, they stopped building the city. It just highlights how total and abrupt the failure was. Without communication, you can't have collaboration. The whole dream just dies, pretty much overnight.
You can see how the consequences just cascaded. First, the language gets confused. That leads to a total social breakdown since nobody can understand each other. The project gets abandoned, and then humanity's greatest fear, the very thing this tower was built to prevent, it happens. They were scattered all across the globe. But this event left behind more than just scattered people in an unfinished building. It left behind a name, a word that has echoed through history ever since as a symbol of, well, confusion.
And that's how the place got its name, Babel. The story draws a direct line between this name and the Hebrew verb for to confuse. So the name of the place literally became the definition of the chaos that unfolded there.
And this is the final picture the narrative leaves us with. The era of one language, one people, it's over. A whole new era of diverse cultures and scattered populations begins, and it all traces back to this one pivotal moment at the foot of an unfinished tower.
So this leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. What is this story really trying to tell us? Is it a cautionary tale about human pride getting out of control? Is it just a simple origin story for our world's amazing cultural diversity? Or, and this is a more provocative thought, was the scattering a punishment? Or was it actually a necessary, if painful, step that forced humanity to grow and flourish in countless different directions? It's a powerful idea to sit with.